Skyrim is a game where nobody uses the road. But what if you did use the roads? Are they busy? Are they lonely? Are they dangerous? How much of that cash money is flowing on these roads? To answer this, I went through all of the roads and I found all the fucking data. And then as the Skyrim Department of Transportation, we're going to be giving recommendations to these Jarls on things to improve because we should have more people walking them. It's understandable if you don't want to walk a road because, hey, you might get killed by a dragon. But at the end of this, I'm going to reveal to you something that's really cool with this whole road network. I can't believe I found it, and it makes a lot of sense. It's really cool stuff. Todd. So let's go first to the Pale Pass. The Pale Pass is roughly 4.84 football fields long, which of course is the unit of measurement that I understand as someone who loves freedom. For all of you communists out there, here are your other units. I don't understand them. Now, this is going to be the starting road of the game that you go down in your cart. How much are you gonna find on it? There was an assassin who did try and kill me, and not much else. There are two junctions. You know, it's important the roads connect. It's gonna get a D. It's not really that interesting of a road, but you know what is? If you go east of Helgen, you're going to run along Kyne's Way. I'm giving all these roads names. It's going to run from Helgen here all along the north side of the rift where it borders Eastmarch, and it's gonna end at these dwarven ruins over here. The first thing we're gonna see are these two Stormcloak soldiers, where you notice one of them, he's pacing back and forth as a lookout. After that, a hunter.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
A fucking dragon right away, which is quite crazy early on. 3 wolves, a troll, 2 more wolves, then another 2 wolves, frostbite spider, farmer who is joining the Legion in Solitude, he's going the wrong way, bear, dragon that flies over, frostbite spider, bandit who has a ambush set up.
Bandits attacked and ransacked my cart.
2 skeevers, a bear, wolf courier, 2 more wolves, pilgrim who is going to the shrine of Azura.
I'm on a pilgrimage.
2 bears, 2 wolves, and that's it. The wolf was killed by a mercenary. This is gonna give us a busyness score of 29 encounters, 31 danger total, and only 2 points of safety from those guards there for a total spice level of 29. Now, there is 1 point of cash money that is flowing along this road, which of course is gonna be important, but you know what's more important? That it has 7 junctions along it. This road connects to a lot of things here, and the final score of an S rank. This is an incredibly important road here. I don't know why this is so busy. Maybe it's just the most southern thing and it's warmer. I'm not sure. Next, I'm going along the south of the rift, right along Lake Honrich for Honrich View. As far as our encounters go, the first one we're gonna come across is some Alakir warriors interrogating a normal citizen of Skyrim.
Leave me alone.
After that, we have 2 wolves, a troll, a wolf, then some Imperials escorting a prisoner. For some reason, they were traveling off-road. 2 more trolls, 2 of our vigilants of Stendark, who we're gonna see more of.
You speak to a vigilant.
And 1 frostbite spider. Overall, 9 encounters, 16 individuals, 14 points of danger, 5 points of safety, and it only has 3 connections, so a B for the overall improvement priority. Now, since the last road led up to Riften, we should take a little course around the back because this gate is locked, and we're going to take Dawnguard Grove. Now, this one's gonna lead out back to roughly where the Dawnguard Castle is, and the only encounters we had along it were an Altmer on his horse who immediately attacked me for some reason, and an afflicted refugee who said he is headed over to High Rock.
Heading to High Rock.
This is gonna end up at a ranking of D. And with this, we are going to head north out of Riften from the stables up to the Dwarven Ruins. We're on Autumn Watch Road. It's going to be what connects Shores Stone, an important mining community. So it's quite odd that right outside of it, you have a fucking bandit fort with 5 people there, and they're complaining about, oh, we don't have enough guards. Yeah, no shit, you don't have enough guards. You have a bandit fort right there. What are you doing? Thankfully, the Skyrim Department of Transportation did intervene a little bit. This is really gonna be something you're gonna need to maintain. And after that, the wolf, a bear, and only 2 skeevers. This fort, it is gonna make it where it's only 4 encounters. encounters and 9 individuals. The danger level is 7, and with 3 junctions, we're gonna end up with the ranking of a B. Now that we have finished with all of the rift, we're going to be heading up north along this road to Windhelm, because we're on Windhelm Way. For this one, what we're gonna see along the road is that mercenary who killed the wolf earlier, a dead trader who tried to trade with the giant's camp, even though there was a note posted saying, hey, don't go here, you idiot. We got a wolf and our first sighting of Mike the liar, 2 more ice wolves, a thief, an old orc who is looking for death and has murdered saber cats, an ice wraith, a wolf, an ice wolf, farmer who's joining the Stormcloaks is headed in the right direction, and a frost troll. This will end us with 12 encounters and 13 individuals. It's gonna be 13 danger, 4 safety for a total of 9. That trader, he's gonna provide a lot of cash money on this road, and with the 5 junctions, that's gonna get us up to a A rank. This next road, we need to take this little road that goes up to Winterhold. And along this, our first drug dealer fort that is filled with necromancers, conjurers, and skeletons for a total of 5 individuals. A dragon, 2 dead in a caravan, likely from a dragon attack, 2 wolves, a Winterhold guard who's over by a mine, 3 revelers who are out having a good time drinking, even though just down the road, sleeping in the middle of it, Snow Bear. I don't know why they're doing this. 8 encounters, 16 individuals. The spice levels, 13 danger, 1 safety, 16 total. There's 2 points of cash money, 3 junctions. This is actually gonna end up getting a A rank. This is gonna actually have 2 random little spurs off of it. The first one leads to the ancient Nord ruins of Sarthal. It's a little crappy trail. I don't know why it's on the map. There's 3 imposters along it who had killed some Imperials and a snow bear. This is gonna be a crappy road to go on. It's a junction that essentially leads to nothing. We're only going to end up with a score of a C. For the other spur that goes off of it, it's another random dirt trail that leads to ruins. I don't know why these are on the map. There is a 3-way fight along it though, which is really sick, between a snow bear, an ice wraith, and 2 ice wolves. And with only 1 junction, it's negative 0.01. It's a road where it's pointless. I don't see why this is on the map. But you know what does make sense is Whiterun River Run. It runs from the north of the Whiterun Plains. Along the way, I encountered 2 wolves, a guard for the pale, Cicero, who I love, 3 bandits who were attacking a fort, noble with his imperial escort, and 3 Whiterun guards. 8 encounters, 12 individuals. This is actually one where the amount of danger on the road is canceled out by the number of guards I did see. Only 1 point of cash money from that imperial, but 6 junctions. It's gonna be an A rank. Conceptually, where it's located is highly important, so this does make sense for it. If you then take this road, it's going to be Creeth Road, which runs by Riverwood, Helgen, south of Valkyrie, out along to the gate here. Now along this road, I did see right away some Imperials with a prisoner, wolf, 2 more wolves, flame Atronach, which I believe was killing a hunter, instigators who kind of talked shit to me when I was just like, hey, why are you being a dick, bro? The Department of Transportation had to put in protective measures, troll, 2 bandits who controlled this choke point and they dropped rocks on me, mercenary, and 3 of the disgusting Thalmor. Don't know why we let them in this country. 10 encounters, 17 business. It's relatively normal. The spice levels, we got nothing crazy here, I think. The 2 points of cash money and that junction is gonna bring this up to a 0.69 for the score, with a ranking of an S tier road. So where do you go next from this? You go to Falkreath Cut, which is going to run to the west of Falkreath. It leads up to the lake here. It's quite a short road. It has 2 junctions, and this is the only road where I just didn't see anyone. I don't know why no one was using it. It doesn't seem like it's a dangerous road considering there was no threats. I don't really get what's going on here. It's overall though gonna get a D rank because hey, at least it connects the places. Now that lake that I had mentioned is going to be our next one, and that is Ilintala View. It's 13.74 football fields long. It starts around the Guardian Stones and runs across this lake. We had a troll, a wolf who was chasing a moose and then attacked me, a hunter, a courier, and a saber cat that was chasing the said courier. Now with 1 money and 4 junctions, we're gonna end up at a B rank. That pretty much finishes up this hold here. Now, what I want to do is I want to bounce way back over to the border of Eastmarch and Riften for our next one, Darkwater Causeway. It's going to follow the river up to those towers where they make you pay a toll. It's ran by some bandits. Along this, we had a cave bear, a frostbite spider who killed killed a courier, a wolf and a dead courier, and a farmer, and those bandits who were extorting me for 100 gold, which I negotiated down to 50 gold because I'm smart. This is gonna end up giving us a B rank for the road. Nothing crazy, nothing horrible here, but it does have this little connector road, Bone Strewn Road. It connects to Windhelm, along it a thief, 2 skeevers, a cave bear, one of these fucking instigators. The Department of Transportation had to take matters into their own hands to prevent harm to themselves. With only 2 junctions, we're gonna end up at a C rank here. This next road, I can go ahead and tell you, it's not gonna be a fucking C rank, because this is the Whiterun Plains Highway, a massive 34.08 football fields. It runs all the way from those towers along the river south of Whiterun, and then it's going to fork north up to Rorikstead. For this one, we have quite a few encounters: a saber cat, a vigilant of Stendar who killed 3 skeletons, a wolf, a Whiterun guard, 2 more Whiterun guards, 2 farmers who lost their farm and Skydot could not afford to give them any money. Then we're going to have 2 wolves, 3 Imperial soldiers, 3 more wolves, a bandit who mysteriously fell out of the sky, which was odd, an old orc who killed 2 more saber cats, another saber cat, and finally, Mike the Liar shows back up. I love Mike. Yeah, there's gonna be 13 encounters and 20 individuals, so it's not that dense because it is a massive road. We have 10 points of danger, but we have a whole 9 points of safety along this road. 1 point of cash money, and there are 7 junctions. That's easily gonna make this a A-tier road. But if you look at the midway point at Greymore Castle, this road that splits north, that's not gonna be an A-tier road because it's only 5.39 football fields long. It only has 1 junction here, and along it we only see Mike the Liar once again, a cabbage cart that's knocked over, and this little grave area that has 3 skeletons and a Draugr. It's just not gonna be a useful road though, so it's gonna end up getting a F rank. F. Failure. Horrible road. There's no reason to invest in this road. And to further back this up, for some reason on this map, it continues on up here, but there's no actual connecting road. There's nothing overgrown, so I don't know why they drew a road through one of the most deadly ruins in all of Skyrim that is filled with frost trolls. Why would you send an average person here? I do not know. But what I do know is why someone might travel along the Karth Run south, which is going to follow the Karth River north up into Markarth. Along it, we're going to have 4 Khajiit travelers right away, 1 who can train and sneak, then a caravan with a dead Khajiit, 3 Imperials with a prisoner, 2 wolves, a thief, 2 more wolves, a drug dealer once again, and 2 vigilants of Stendar. Now with a spice level of 6 and a safety rating of 5, we're only gonna have 1 spice level every 18.74 football fields. Wow, that's a safe road. But also, we saw someone dead along it, so it's not safe. So I don't know what my math here is saying. Now, there are 3 points of cash money along this road, and there are 3 junctions, so it's gonna give us a overall B tier ranking. If we turn right here and we head north along Karth Run North, we are going to be going along a road that runs past Karth Wastein and ends a little bit north of Rorikstead. Along it, we have a Markarth guard, 3 Forsworn who look like they were planning this attack, an assassin. Then we have 3 more of those goddamn Falmor, a Forsworn, a saber cat, and 2 Spriggans who were fighting a troll and killed him. This is going to be a road with 8 individuals, 13 encounters, with the spice levels being 15 for the danger and 3 for the safety. The total of 12. That's a little spicy. Now with 3 junctions and considering what this road runs to, it's overall going to get an A tier rank. It is a quite important road. It connects multiple towns. It has coordinated attacks happening on it. It makes sense to focus on this road and really make sure it's doing well. But you know what road is even more important than that? Is the one that runs from the north of Rorikstead. It's Dragon's Bridge Highway. This one, you're gonna have a saber cat, a 4 bandit ambush literally right away, 2 wolves, and this massive bandit toll where they made me pay 100 gold, and then they still tried to fucking kill me afterwards. 7 people did lose their life there, unfortunately. After that, an assassin, a traitor who was dead from a Falmer attack it looks like, which is interesting considering no dwarven ruins are nearby. Once we pass through the town of Dragon's Bridge, we have a blood dragon actually flying right above, and then a wood elf who attacked me right on sight. Incredibly dangerous road with 20 points of spice level, 6 junctions, 2 cash money. This is an incredible road that you need to protect. Overall, you're getting a 1.05 or an S rank road. But if you want a road that's a little less important, I would recommend the Pale Rise. Now that's going to be 15.36 football fields, and it's going to start a little bit west of the Nightingale Inn, and it's going to go up to Dawnstar. For this road, we had 2 frostbite spiders, then another 2 frostbite spiders, then a bandit fort with 5 individuals at it, another frostbite spider, a farmer who kept going on about how the Empire is in shambles,
The Empire is in shambles.
and 3 wolves, with one of them being an ice wolf. With 13 points of danger and 2 junctions, we're going to end up with a B. Man, there's so many papers everywhere. Why'd I choose to drop these? From this road, if you go over west, you're going to come across the Eastmarch Marshway. It's going to head all the way to a little south of Dragon's Bridge. Along it, we encountered one of our greatest encounters along the whole road, which I'll just let you see. That's 3 travelers being murdered by a dragon, but the dragon is actually killed by the cart that it flipped itself. Not sure how that one works. After that, we had 2 more bandits who had attacked a conjurer who was in a cart, a farmer, a frostbite spider, 3 more frostbite spiders who were quite big and who were fighting a mercenary, and then a noble and an imperial soldier who, you see, when the road it splits here, the north one, it has a fallen tree across it. So they took the south road so they could turn north so they didn't have to cross over the tree. I really wasn't expecting this. It was so cool. But enough of me gushing about the pathfinding logic, because we're gonna end up at a B. It's not the craziest road. It connects some good things. It's one that I would definitely recommend improving, but how can you compete against these massive highways? I'll tell you how you can, by not being the Highgate Spur, which is going to come off of the Marchway, and it leads up to Highgate Ruins. All that I saw along it was a 3-way fight against 2 frostbite spiders, a bandit outlaw, and this bard who I've seen along the road at other points. Not gonna have that crazy of stats here. We have 1 point of cash money though because of the bard, but still, because this has only 1 junction, we're going to end up giving it an F rank. I mean, no one should care about this road. Why is it on the map? I don't know. But what I do know why it's on the map is Pinefrost Way. This one, if you head to the end of the Dragon's Bridge Highway, you'll notice it splits in the road. And if we head left, we're going to go to Pinefrost Tower. It has a good overlook of the coast, so it makes sense to be built. There is along it a snow bear, an ice wraith, a flame atronach who does look like they killed a hag who might have summoned them, an ice wolf, and then 3 Thalmor justiciars who we fucking drop! Who Talos might be a bitch, but I just have to choose to worship him! I don't like the Thalmor, but we're Skydot, so we're impartial. And a total spice level of 7, plus only 2 junctions, is going to give us a final ranking of a C. Now, if you take a right back at that road, you're going along Wolf Skull Approach, which will be going along the north side of Solitude, and will go right under the arch. Now for this one, an Ice Wolf, a Ice Wraith, farmer who's joining the Legion, but is for some reason heading the opposite direction of the city, 3 Thalmor, who were escorting a prisoner, and these Thalmor, we don't know the location of them anymore, so if anyone wants to report them missing, let's not. Overall, we have only 1 spice level every 16.23 football fields and 3 junctions. It's only gonna get a C rank. There's not that much trade along it, which makes sense. But our next road is actually going to be the one with the craziest merchant, and that is named after the Dainty Slode. This is Sloding Road. It's only a measly 6.45 football fields long. It is going to go from the north of Dragon's Bridge up to about this arch here. And along it, we first encountered 3 Khajiit traders who had a massive amount of things in stock. They also had a lock-picking trainer and a mercenary with them. So crazy cash money being moved here. We had a Solitude guard who seemingly attacked me. I don't know why, so it's extra safe here. And then then 2 vigilants standing near the end of the road. So overall, it's gonna be about a person every 1 football field with a total spice level of the lowest in the whole game at -5. With a cash money of 3 and 2 junctions, it is only going to give us a C rank. It's such a safe road, and it's very clearly already protected that there's no point to improve it more. It's quite a functioning road here. But that's it. That's all the roads, actually. So as the Skyrim Department of Transportation, what are our conclusions here? The first conclusion is, look at this massive road network. As you see here, there's going to be this loop where Helgen is, and then over here, we're going to have this massive highway that runs along the entire spine of Skyrim. I really wouldn't expect Bethesda to include this, but it's here. So I guess they did. Once we zoom in past this overall structure, who are you actually meeting along this? We have 72 encounters for wildlife and predators, 33 commerce or travelers. The military and some other factions, they're going to make out 18%. Bandits and crime, 21 encounters, 12%. Out of the total amount of problems, the vast majority are going to all be wildlife and predators. Bandits and crime making up 50 points. What about the busiest roads themselves? Number 1, it's going to be Kynes Way, only 0.58 football fields till you see a person. Creeth Road is going to be in second place with 0.63 football fields, and Dragon Bridge Highway is going to be in third with 0.71. People are moving. Now, in terms of the spiciest road, that one is Sarthal Spur. Second after that, it's Kynes Way, which is the most populated road. Third, it's going to be Dragon Bridge Highway. In terms of ones, though, that are moving cash money, we're going to have the Hjalmarch Marshway, and then a 3-way tie between Windhelm Way, Whiterun South, and Sloting Row. There's not a crazy amount of cash being moved on these roads. There's a lot of bullshit going on. I wouldn't want to trade either. Now, the safety, it's pretty heavily one-sided to the guards along a few select roads. That's going to be your main protectorate. The vigilant are going to be a bit more spread out. Okay, how should we fix these roads? Guard patrols along the roads to discourage random attacks, and incentivizing the hunting of some dangerous game, hiring the mercenaries who you meet along the way. They are highly trained battle mages who are very well equipped. You can normally pay them off for about double their daily rate of 38 gold, which is about the price of 4 wheels of goat cheese. Use these as specialized targets to clear out forts. Then there is the Vigilant of Stendar, who I would work with because they have a fetishistic desire to absolutely demolate any amount of Daedra related activities. Also, they do heal people. They can be stationed along strategic points, especially when you're in a time of civil war and you can't allocate that many resources to this. Other than that, I would add some signs because some fucking idiots are clearly going the wrong way and don't understand what's going on these roads, even when they're right next to the cities. I would also put in a little bit of a warning system for the dragons. If you see along Autumn Watch Road, they actually have these towers, which I think is a perfect and relatively cheap thing to add. Lord of the Rings this the fuck up. But which out of all of these roads are our top priorities? Number 1, obviously it's going to be Kynes Way. A lot of danger, a lot of population on it. It's going to be highly important to clear this out and get things moving along it. After that, we have the Dragon's Bridge Highway. As we see, it connects to a lot of high economic importance roads. It's going to be moving a lot of things, so you need to clear out these forts and you need to make sure you have a warning system for these dragons along it. After that, we have the Creeth Road. It's pretty okay overall. There's some bandits, which I would clear out, but it connects to a lot of valuable things, so that's mostly the importance with it, and it leads out of the province. After that, Winterhold Waste, it leads to the college, a lot of danger, and as a final mention, Autumn Watch, because of the bandit fort. Now, for my final point. All my data is kind of bullshit. You can see my margins of error here. Pretty much these all mean that I don't have enough data to really prove anything. Real departments of transportation do insane amounts of work. Look at this report here. I mean, it is crazy what they do. One error that I have is I didn't gather any nighttime traffic and only one walk along the road. I didn't stalk people to see where they were fully going. We didn't evaluate the quality of these roads because as we saw by that fallen tree, it does matter. And then finally, what we really need is for the Skyrim Bureau of Labor Statistics to actually finish doing their job and survey the small towns, because we can't do proper economic modeling here at the Department of Transportation unless you guys actually get those numbers to us. So I'll be waiting. But for now, I want to say, if I don't make like $800, I'm not going to be able to pay rent. So if you could help me out on Buy Me a Coffee, that would be greatly appreciated. If not there, then the super likes on YouTube are cool. It's just going to not be able to get to me in time. And if not, hey, that's cool. Thank you for watching. I might be streaming on Twitch this weekend to help raise some money for it. But yeah, back to me. Or am I this way? Thank you so much for watching. Please go look at your own roads. Bye!